welcome back to my channel. My name is Ness. I like to talk about books. I must apologise for the huge delay on getting this video out. This is my November Illumicrate unboxing. I got this book at the start of the week, but I've had the flu for nearly 2 weeks now and I've just been not well enough to film anything. On top of this unboxing being delayed, I actually still haven't received my Fairyloot young adult box for November. I'm still waiting for that. I've had this for over 10 days now. Very frustrating. There is a chance that I might get my December box before my November one at this rate. So that one will be out whenever that box shows up. This has been such a tease, having this right beside me for nearly a week now, but being too unwell to do anything about it. I'm still not feeling great. I probably sound atrocious right now and I'm very sorry. But I can't wait for this any longer because I know that the book inside of here is a book that Daphne Press has published. It's its first publication. If you don't know, Daphne Press is owned by the founder and manager of Illumicrate, and this is their first mass publication. I don't know whether we're getting the standard edition in here or a special edition, if I'm honest. I've managed to avoid all spoilers, which has been quite something. So this box is some kind of monster. I know there's going to be an extra item in here because we were missing an item last month. Some kind of monster. I was expecting, like, I don't know what I was expecting from the items this month. First item is a tea tin. Fairyloot also regularly make tea tins, and honestly I do prefer Fairyloots when they do come. I'm guessing this is inspired by Only a Monster. Is that what it was called? By Vanessa Len. Has a quote on the bottom: "You're a hero and I'm a monster," she whispered. "There's only one way that story ever ends." The pattern is peculiar. I don't think I like it. We've just had much nicer ones in the past. I tried so hard to get this open and this was not getting opened. I don't really like this item, if I'm honest. I don't like the design. We've had so many of them. It is inspired by Only a Monster as well. If you don't drink tea, I keep my contact lenses in these, so that's a recommendation, I think, of something you can use this for if you don't drink tea. The next item, I hope this is a pillowcase, because I need a cushion cover. I think this is a scarf. Do we have a wearable item? Yeah, this is definitely a scarf. I have no idea what it could possibly be inspired by. I mean, I would wear this because I like pales and greens and because I also think it's like quite feminine, but I can't imagine like everyone would wear this. I have no idea what this is. Is this fandom neutral? Inspired by the Winter Night trilogy. I would never have got that, but it's definitely a scarf. It's an interesting item. I kind of like it, but it's just not very neutral, and I wish it was clearly more inspired by books. But it feels like nice quality, well made. I think it would make a good table runner as well. The next item is, it feels like a letter opener. Okay, so this is like really well made, and I really do prefer Illumicrate's replicas to Fairyloot's replicas, but I hate the design. Nothing would look like this. This is inspired by the Priory of the Orange Tree. It has glitter inside of it. The glitter is really cool. I just really hate this like pineapple top design. Yeah, this design is not it for me. If you do like this, I think you'll really like this, but to me it's no Riptide replica. But I like them because they're like quite weighty, they're well made. Much better than the Fairyloot ones. Just this item, the design is just not for me. So far I feel like they've tried to make a decent effort with these items, but the design of all of them is just a miss. The next item is a bag. Right, it's based on A Deadly Education, which is a fandom that I'm not keen on. Again, it's just that I don't like the design of the item. The bag is fine, I don't mind getting tote bags, but the design is a miss. I'm loving the greens and the golds of this. I actually think, like, as a theme, they're on the right track with like continuity and consistency, but I don't like the designs of any of them, which is quite surprising given that I love blacks, golds and greens. So far this is a box where I would just box this all up and stick this on Vinted for quite cheap. We also have the missing item from last month, the very controversial Papercraft items. Now, I don't mind Papercraft, to be honest. but I would do them if the design wasn't based around like a character. If it was like landscapes, yes, I'd have some fun doing that and I would display it on my shelves. But I'm not going to display this and I'm not going to make it. Looking at the instructions, it looks like it's literally just like one layer on top of another layer. It doesn't look that complicated. Yeah, this is not good. I'm not even going to get into the whole like debate around like accessibility of these items and are they worth replacing the mugs for. I'm just straight, I'm not liking it, the design of it at all. Like if it was like a fantasy worldscape, yes. Character, no. Please give me something else. If you're going to give me a Papercraft item, just give me something else. And the last thing in this box is the book, which honestly better be interesting. Otherwise, this box is like a no for me. Really, really disappointed. Like I said, this is a book that Illumicrate's sister company, Daphne Press, has published. They've done small scale collective issues of like Sabriel, I think, or L'Oreal. This is like their first mass published one. We're off for a good start. I really like this actually. I think this is quite good. The book is The Luminaries by Susan Dennard, who is the author of the Truth Witch series. As you can see down here, this is a publication for Daphne Press, but this is also like a special edition of their publication, which I really like. It's covered in gold foil. As you can see, my camera is hating life right now, but it's a stunning edition. I love all of this gold foil. The spine is a bit like off-centered. It doesn't all fit into the spine. That design is quite poor. The stenciled edges are done really, really well. Some of the best quality that they have done. There's nothing underneath the dust jacket in terms of art, but the hardcover is very beautiful. Absolutely love this design. This looks so expensive and elegant. It reminds me of what they did for Book of Night, but I hated that book, so this is a book that I would be keeping. So I'm pleased that we've got this beautiful filing underneath. We do have art on the end papers, which is the same at both ends. What I would say is that it looks like some, I don't know, it looks like this image has been done smaller and then blown up because it is quite fuzzy. It's not the best in terms of end paper art. And this edition is also signed as well. This like matching design is just, it makes me so happy. A lot of the times if you have a design on the hardcover, it's so detached from the dust jacket that you wouldn't even think it's the same book. But I really appreciate this. Straight away when you open this book to read the synopsis of what the book is about, the very first word is a misprint. There is a spelling mistake in the very first word. That is poor. This is the first book that you're putting out. And the first word, it doesn't bode well, does it? Who am I to judge, though I am not super successful like the Illumicrate team. The main character of this book is Winnie Wednesday, and she lives in Hemlock Falls, which is a town surrounded by a forest full of creatures that are deadly. There's all kinds of monsters in that forest. The Luminaries are a group in the town that are an ancient order that protect the town and the rest of humanity from the creatures and monsters within the forest. Winnie's father was found to be a witch and the family have been shunned, and Winnie wants to join the Luminaries to try and restore their family's name. Winnie teams up with resident bad boy who she hopes will train her so that she can join this order, and they find more in the forest than what they bargained for. This sounds a lot like a book which I read recently that I didn't like. Oh my god, what was it called? The Devouring Grey. So although this is a beautiful book, this just might not be a book for my taste, although it sounds promising, but it just sounds like other things that I didn't like. I would definitely welcome more books by Daphne Press in these boxes if this is the quality that we can expect, because I do think the design quality is very, very stunning. But this box is just, I don't know whether it's the flu and just generally feeling not great. I'm disappointed by this box. This is like a 3 out of 10 for me. It was not worth the wait, honestly. Nothing in this has wowed me apart from, I wouldn't even say the book. I mean, the design was lovely, but just the overall execution of this box, I didn't like it. Let me know what you think of this box. I'm really hoping my November Fairyloot box comes before the rest of my boxes so I can do like timely unboxings, but Don't know what's up with the post lately, it's been really shocking, but I do have some content coming over the next 4 weeks. If you want to see what ideas I've got brewing, look in the description because I'm going to start leaving hints in there for my upcoming content so you can decide whether you want to subscribe to me or not and continue watching what I'm putting out. I hope everyone is well in the run up to Christmas, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video, which shouldn't be too long. Bye guys.